All right, we got today and tomorrow still to review for your test. You get a little extra practice with the equations and inequalities. Let's start with a fraction one. So go ahead and solve for x. Y'all, I need your answer as a fraction for this. Sydney, what you got? 3 3/4, that works. All right, so when we got fractions, if you want to make it easiest on yourself, it's probably easiest to find the common denominator for everything to start with, okay? Rather than have to do different steps throughout. You can either get the common denominator and do it all with fractions, or you can multiply everything by the common denominator to get rid of the fractions. I'm going to do it that way. And with 3, 2, and 4, we got a common denominator of 12. So if I multiply everything by 12, by each of those fractions by 12, we're getting 4x minus 9 or minus 6 equals 9. Then we're just adding 6 to each side. So we got 4x equals 15. We divide by 4. And in most cases, when they're multiple choice, you'll actually still see them as improper fractions. If you had to type it in, 15 over 4 would work as well. But Sydney told us that's 3 3/4 if you put it as a mixed number. Any questions on that? Give that one a try. Forward, what you got? No. Lacey? All right, we got the ones that look like a fraction like this. We multiply by the denominator. So I multiply left side by 2, it's going to cancel it out. If I do one side, I got to do the other side. So now I got negative 4x plus 3 equals 28. That gives us negative 4x equals 25. And then we're dividing by -4. Again, you could keep it as the improper fraction. It's positive divided by a negative, so the whole thing's negative. So -25/4 works. Negative, you say 6.25 works. -6 1/4 works. Something along those lines. Any questions on that one? Try the inequality. Robert?
X is less than -2.3.
All right, so pretty simple in terms of the steps on this one. Didn't have a whole lot complicated looking stuff to it, but we subtract 2 from each side. So I got -3x is greater than 7. We divide by -3. So -7/3 works as our answer. You could put that as -2 1/3. But what you got to remember is when we divide by a negative, we got to flip that inequality sign around. So that's x is less than -7/3, or x is less than -2 1/3. Any questions on that one? So just careful when you divide by a negative, you gotta flip your inequality sign. How much Joe's shirts costs? So we got $16. So if you wrote an equation for this, bought 4 shirts, don't know the price, has $11 left, it's got to add up to his total. Okay, so we subtract 11. Most of y'all didn't write the equation. You just did 75 minus 11. That gives you 64. That's the total price of the shirts. So we got to do 64 divided by 4, which is going to give us 16. Okay? Any questions on that one? All right, figure out how many miles Dawson can drive his boat. Yeah, we got 130 miles. All right, so he's got $140 to spend. Automatically, if he rents a boat, he's got to spend 75 of that. Once he has that 75 taken out, he's got $65 left for the mileage. So you take the 65 and we're going to divide it by 50 cents. That 0 at the end is not necessary for working out the division. So I move the decimal 1 spot, remove decimal 1 spot, fill in a 0. 5 goes into 6 once. 5 goes into 15, 30, or 3 times. And then we got 0 left over and need a place value there too. So we got 130 miles. Any questions on that one?